everybody, it's Holly here today with a new video for MarkerPop. Today we're going to be using the Neat and Tangled Big Top Birthday Set along with the coordinating dies, and we're also going to be using the Blueprints 27 from My Favorite Things and the 6x6 Carta Bella paper pad in Circus Party. I'm starting out by using my large Misty, and I'm stamping all of the images at once onto some white paper with some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I apologize now, this video was over an hour long to make it because it's a lot of coloring, so I had to really condense it down in order for me to get it uploaded. So everything's going to move kind of fast, and I'm going to kind of go through everything. So I'm going to start out by just coloring the images. I'm going to try to show the Copic marker colors before I start coloring each one. If not, they will be listed below in the description box, and they will also be on the MarkerPop blog with this post. So basically I'm just doing some standard coloring, using 2 to 3 colors for each image, coloring in all the images, and then once I have them all colored, I'm going to go ahead and die cut them using the coordinating dies and my Big Shot. So I'm going to go ahead and just play some music for you guys while I color, because there's nothing really special that I'm doing. And I am using some colors that kind of coordinate with the Carta Bella Circus paper pad that I'll show you a little later on. now that I'm all done coloring, I'm going to go ahead and get these die cut with the coordinating dies. And I'm just using some washi tape to hold them down over the images. And then I'll go ahead and run them through my Big Shot. And then I will come back and we will start making the card. I'm going to start out, I have my camera cut out, so I'm sorry about that. But what I did is I die cut a piece of black cardstock and a piece of white cardstock using the Blueprints 27 from My Favorite Things. And then I cut 2 pieces of paper from the Carta Bella Circus Party paper 6x6 pad. And I put the 1 piece of the teal color behind the long opening from that blueprint sketch. And then I'm putting the animals into the little squares. I'm just kind of adjusting where they're at, where they're going to fit into the little openings. And with the clown image there, that was last minute. I kind of changed my mind on how I was going to do my layout, so I went ahead and colored that and then die cut it as well. So I'm just going to add some glue. And on this one here, it's very handy if you add glue in the right place. I put my tweezers down to help hold the pieces in place so the glue would dry, and this bear just wasn't sticking, and it's because I put the glue on the wrong level. So make sure you put your glue in the right place. But if you have these tweezers, they work really good to hold your pieces together. And then I'm going to go ahead and assemble the strong man on the left hand side there. And I decided to go ahead and use some foam adhesive, so I'm using the Scotch foam, the big roll. I'm just kind of building my little scene here with the images. I'm just going to add the foam tape and cut it and trim it to fit behind my images. I decided to use foam tape on the long panel and have that piece of pattern paper go down first, and then these images will be popped up. Whereas on the opposite side, where the little squares are, I decided to put the images in the front, in the foreground, and then put the pattern paper behind it. This is a really cute set. I've used pretty much all the images except for a couple of the, there's an ice cream cone and a cupcake and some other sayings that you can put into the banner. And the clown image does actually have a donut-shaped balloon that she's holding, but when I stamped her, I did some masking to mask off the balloon since you wouldn't be able to see it. And then I'm putting the banner down on one side so I can make sure that my clown, the bottom half of my clown, isn't showing underneath it there. Just to help me line it up a little better. I was fidgeting with this left and right. You know, I put the glue down for the bear in the wrong spot, and I was holding him in there, and he just wasn't sticking because the glue wasn't down. And then here, I had the clown cut too short, and I had to put some washi tape down. So sometimes you just have to wing it. I don't always make my videos make the card while I'm making the video. I usually have one made ahead of time, but this was one where I made it as we were going. So once I got the tape off that opposite side there, I went ahead and glued that down. And then there I had stuck my finger in the white gel pen and got that all over the frame. So see, even those of us who make YouTube videos, things do happen and go wrong. We don't always edit them out. So there I'm just going to add that other piece of paper behind there, and that's got some nice cute little banners showing through the windows. And then I had a piece of foam, just some of that craft foam laying on my desk, and I just trimmed that up. And I'm using my ATG gun to put some glue on that. And then I'm going to create a red top folding standard A2 size card base. And then I'm going to go ahead and put down the white panel, the scalloped rectangle that I die cut from that Blueprints 27 from My Favorite Things. I'm going to use my ATG gun for that as well. Then I'm just going to add some of this Tombow liquid glue behind that piece of foam to hold the main image panel down. Then once I have the image panel down, I'm going to go ahead and tweak it where I need it to be. And then I'm going to go ahead and get out my clear, not my clear, but my Wink of Stella pens. And I'm going to use yellow, red, and the clear. And I use a little bit of the gold on the little strong man's belt earlier when I was coloring with my Copics. So I used yellow on the frosting and a little bit on the flames. And then I used the clear on the little bear's hat and the little boy's shoes, and then I used the red on the clown's nose. And I used some clear on the cotton candy, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. I toyed with adding some sparkling sequins because that's kind of my thing, but I kind of felt it was a little too much with everything that was going on here. So that's my card for today. Thanks for popping in, and I will see you soon with a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.